On behalf of the Four Walls Foundation, we'd like to welcome you to Mr. Brice's neighborhood. Welcome to Mr. Brice's neighborhood. Welcome to Mr. Brice's neighborhood. Welcome to Mr. Brice's neighborhood.
All right. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of Mr. Brice's Neighborhood. It is very cold out there. I'm just going to say, I got to say that because I'm telling you to walk from the car and into the house to the studio. I mean, you know, I almost feel frostbitten, but it's very cold. But I'm sitting here with Jason Brice Jr., and he's my son. I'm honored and proud to be his father. It's definitely one of my miracles that God has given me, but I'm here with my son, Jason Brice. What's up, son?
What's up? How are you doing?
Okay. How you doing, man?
I'm good.
Everything good?
Yeah.
All right. So listen, I brought you on the show because listen, man, you know, you've kind of, you know, overcame a whole lot. Okay. And, you know, first of all, I'm proud of you. You know, you're my guy, man. You know what I mean?
Appreciate it.
But other than that, though, I mean, like, yo, you gotta, you know, I feel like, you know, you got a lot to prove. You know what I'm saying? I know you've been waiting for this opportunity. Just tell us a little bit about yourself, and we can get into all that. But tell us a little about yourself.
I'm a senior at the King's Christian School in Cherry Hill.
Okay.
Our season starts, and I'm looking forward to score my 1,000 and go play basketball in college somewhere.
Okay. All right. That's good. Now you've been playing ball, you know, since, you know, I can remember. So basketball's always been your thing. I mean, what is it that you love about the game of basketball?
I think the competitive spirit about it, you know, somebody talking trash and you just going back at them. Mm-hmm. I think that's what I've learned since I've been in high school, just the competitive edge of the sport.
Okay, all right. So the competition, the chance to compete at the highest level, you know, within your age is what you really enjoy. Mm-hmm. Okay, tell me, what else do you enjoy about it? You know, is there anything else? You know, as far as like maybe the camaraderie, the team, anything like that?
I like everywhere I went. I always liked my teammates. We always got along off the court. Mm-hmm. On the court, translated well. But yeah, pretty much like the team bonding and then able to talk trash in practice and then, you know, laugh and giggle outside of school. It's all like, that's what I like about basketball. It brings everybody together.
Okay. All right. Now, tell me about your journey. I mean, you know, listen, I think you're a pretty decent player. You know, I think that you still have some areas to grow. I'm never the type of person that's like, oh, you know what, you've arrived. Like, I don't think Kobe was. I don't think Michael. I don't think anybody that is striving for greatness, they ever reach like, I'm good. So what has it been like as far as like trying to just get better at your game and better at, you know, the things that you want to do?
I mean, it's been a difficult journey. You know, freshman year, I came back from cancer, and then
what was that like? Not to interject you, but what was that like? You know what I'm saying? You know, being that you couldn't play, you couldn't.
Well, at first I was very immature about it, so I was happy that I got to just stay home, play video games all day.
Okay.
Not really go to school.
Okay.
Stuff like that. But then when I look back on it, it was a lot easier. I'd taken it a lot easier back then than I would now.
Wow. So you mean, explain that a little more though, please.
So like now that I like understand life more and like the like severe consequence of it.
Right.
I would take it more like seriously.
Okay.
Back then I went to the doctor every Monday, got to play video games all day, eat whatever I want. Friends at school, I'm home.
Right.
So I didn't take it as seriously. I don't know if that's good or bad, but
I think it's just about, you know, not understanding, you know, what the complexity or that moment. Yeah. It's funny, I often say that, you know, you have to, this is what I tell people too, you have to pass the moment in order to understand the moment.
Yeah.
Now, that's the part of life I don't understand. Right? But why do you have to pass a moment to then reflect upon it to say, okay. Now, of course, you say that you would have handled it differently, right? But I don't know. I mean, I think give yourself some grace. I think you handled it pretty well, though. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So then, okay, so you didn't play basketball that whole year, and then now going into your 10th grade year, what was that like?
It was very difficult. I was faced with a lot of challenges due to the fact of COVID. You actually came up with the idea of reclassing. I wasn't with it at the time.
Sure.
When I look back on it, I wish I did. But,
all good.
you know, life's life. It was difficult because I knew I could have been on varsity and JV. But due to COVID, I had to stay on JV for the entire year.
Yeah, I mean, but now let's speak to that, though. Like, speak to the fact that you had to be relegated to JV, but other people, other players, did you feel like all the players on varsity were better than you?
No, and it was also like my peers that I went to like middle school and elementary school with.
Right.
You know, one of my friends, they went to Holy Cross. He was on varsity.
Right.
One of my friends that went to Eastern with me, he was on varsity. So it was a little challenging that way. But I mean, yeah, I thought I was good enough to play on varsity as well as JV.
Right. So so you had a JV year. What was that year like?
It was I mean, it was all right. Like, I was the best player on JV, so I got to shoot the most.
Right. Yeah, I remember them games. You was going, yeah. But then you started to catch.
Yeah, fire. But it was like, it was cool. Like I said, I liked all the kids off the court, but like on the court, it was very frustrating because, you know, they're just playing basketball, just play basketball. I'm playing basketball because I actually like basketball, if that makes sense.
Right. So you had a plan with it.
Yeah, I had a plan with it.
But you had some special moments on JV, though, right? What were those special moments?
I think we scored 8 points in less than 30 seconds versus Bishop Eustace.
Okay.
And we were down, I think, 27 at halftime.
Wow, that's something else. Okay.
I got chewed out versus Lenape, and then the next day, I had a good game versus Sterling.
Oh, yeah. I chewed you out, too, in the parking lot.
Yeah.
Right. You know what I mean?
Those were probably like the 2 to 3.
Well, I remember a game winner, though.
I did have a game winner. I forgot who it was versus, but I did have a game winner.
Did have one. I remember that.
Yeah.
You know, so that's good. I mean, so now you are, pretty much a year, in remission. Mm-hmm. Well, first and foremost, let's just give it up the fact that, what has it been? How many years has it been now? 4 years in remission?
Yeah.
Okay, so we got to celebrate that too. But so you now move into, your 11th grade year. Like, so what you had that summer? What was after being on JV, being relegated, having that moment to say that, hey, listen, I could do this. You had some shining moments. What that summer, what was your thinking?
Just going to work. That's when I met my guy AP. We ran hills, agility stuff. Mm-hmm. And then I didn't know he was a basketball trainer, but then we moved on to basketball. Mm-hmm. Got in the weight room, got a lot stronger. So I think that took my game to a next level. Right.
And hey, shout out Anthony Parsons because he puts you through a lot of football drills.
Yeah.
Right. So you can, do your footwork and stuff like that. So now coming into that season, you were ready to go. And, how do you feel about it? You look back on that 11th grade year. How did you feel about that?
Oh, it was good. I mean, again, when the summer started, I was the 27th best player out of 30.
Yeah, there was that.
And then, when the season started, I was the second best player.
Okay.
So just working from that, obviously we had some injuries where, I got, a higher job. But even if those injuries weren't happening, I was still one of the best players on the team.
Right.
So I was very excited going into the season.
Okay. And how do you feel now? You're looking back, right? Because you passed the moment. Mm-hmm. Now you're able to look back. How do you look back on that season?
I had a lot of ups and downs.
Okay.
When I look back on like certain film, things I could have attacked more, been a better leader, mm-hmm. Not got frustrated with my teammates visibly, different stuff like that.
Okay, that's funny. You still look back. You still look at tape from then?
Oh yeah.
Wow. To learn or just because your head is becoming a little. You know what I'm saying? Like, is it more ego driven or is it
actually
more?
No, I look back and I'm like, oh, why would I do that? Or like,
okay,
why would I?
So you're critiquing your game.
More like, not like, because I more watched the bad games that I remember,
sure.
Not really like the good games that I had.
Okay, all right. So now, you guys. I mean, there was a significant situation that you had go on, in a playoff game.
Yeah.
Do you want to describe that moment?
I tore my ACL. I got a rebound. I went coast to coast. I jump stopped. I got fouled up top, and the guy kind of twisted my arms. And instead of me going my momentum twisted, like just my upper half and my bottom half was still like planted on the floor. So I tore my ACL, and that's what happened.
Wow. So how did it feel though? Like, I mean, listen, man, you're my son. I'm always going to be honest with you. I don't care where we're at, where we go. So it wasn't a jump stop. You know what I'm saying? You should have did a jump stop, but that's okay. It's okay. So describe that moment though. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like when did you know that it was a little different? Because I've seen you hit the floor several times, right? Did you know then it was a little different?
Not really. I think my adrenaline was running. I definitely felt like it felt like I twisted an ankle, but for my knee.
I got what you're saying. Okay.
So I thought it was like a little come on the court, walk it off.
See the trainer get a little TLC.
Yeah, walk it off.
You be back in.
I was actually very frustrated with the trainers there because, again, I think it was my adrenaline was still running. So then I stopped feeling the pain. But then I guess they did the little knee test where they like buckle your knee back and forth and said I don't have an ACL. So.
Wow. So what's that process been now? So now what was that? Was that 2021 or 20? That was 2022.
It was 22.
Okay. So then now, you decide, you tell me, hey, you know what? I think I want to reclass. And then you go on a tour to what school you're at now?
Well, I went to Life Center first.
Oh, you did go there too.
We went to Life Center first.
How did you feel about that?
I was excited at first. And then the coach said, I wouldn't be able to play there, which
talking to Mike.
I thought it was a little rude because their team wasn't that good. I definitely could have got some PT,
right,
or been a main factor on the team,
right.
So then I took a tour of King's Christian. I think maybe a week later, and I think I fell in love with the school.
You did, and was it the team or was it the school?
I think it was just how small the school was, and how everybody knows everybody. They look at you like at Eastern. I was more of oh, that's Jason, the basketball player, or that's he's good at basketball. Or at Kings, they're just like, oh, that's Jason. Yeah.
Okay, so you could just be your regular self.
I could just be
Okay, and then did you play last year? You did play last year.
I played a little bit. I played, I think, 7 games, 6 games. Okay, something like that.
And how was that experience?
It was also up and down.
Okay.
My entire life, I've always played, 3, 4, or 5. Okay. And then I transferred, and now I'm the 1.
Okay.
So that was a little, difficult to understand. But then, during the summertime, we played summer league. I kind of got used to it.
Okay. All right. Okay. And now, how's it been playing? Because now how's the knee? How's, how you?
The knee's getting way stronger, but now it's the other knee that I, tend to have problems with now. But it's not too bad.
Mm-hmm. What do you mean problems? You mean you have some aches and pains?
Yeah, some aches and pains in the other knee than, the torn ACL.
Okay, the reconstructed knee.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. That's cool. Do you remember, because I was speaking to another student, somebody else that tore their ACL that was kind of close to me down in Pennsgrove. And I was telling him about the doctor. Do you remember who did it?
Salvo.
John Salvo. Yeah, Salvo. Like the Eagles doctor.
Yep.
Right, Salvo. Okay. So, so now you had your year that year. You have to wear a brace, or
yes.
How is it playing with the brace?
I hate it.
I'm sure.
I hate it.
I'm sure.
I feel like 10 pounds heavier. Mm-hmm. Can't move side to side.
Were you heavier though?
I was heavier last year.
Maybe it wasn't the brace.
No, but I'm not heavier now, and I still feel the same way.
All right. Okay. I mean that's okay.
So, I can't move side to side. I can't jump as high as I know I can. So it's a little struggling that way, but I don't have to wear it in January. So that's what I'm kind of excited for.
How you gonna feel when you have to take the, when you got to take the brace off? How you gonna feel?
Like a loose cannon.
Really?
Yeah.
Are you gonna be nervous?
Nah.
Not gonna be scared?
Nah.
How do you feel about are you scared going to the basket and stuff like that?
I feel like now I am, but I feel like it's because I can feel the brace, so I know that it's there. Oh, okay. I feel more hesitant now because I have the brace than if I don't. Because if I don't, then I feel like I'm just out there.
Okay. So, I mean, and then we're going to conclude because I know you got to go and you just came home from practice. So I know you got to go. But listen, describe the feeling of, not only going through one setback that's having cancer, right? Then you go through another setback. So let me just break it down for you, right? So you go through cancer, then you go through that experience, right? And then you got to build yourself back. Then you go through, you build yourself back, you build it up, you're excited, you're having success. I think at one point you had 6 ABC out there, you were in the paper, all that. And then to tear your ACL. And then now you got to build yourself back. Describe that a little bit. Like some of the emotions that you went through. Because, listen, that's why I tell everybody you're my hero, because I don't know kids that can go through different things like that. Unfortunately, they have to go through that and still be successful. But I don't know many that still, can still be okay. So talk to me. Talk to everybody about that.
I think it's like just having the right people around you. Like, I'm always laughing. I'm always joking. There's never people say there's never a dull moment around me. So I think just like having the right people around you, so you're not so bunched up in your thoughts. Yeah, I get in my thoughts, but it's not as often if I didn't have the certain people like my sisters or my friends or just so I can joke and laugh. I think that's what's actually pushed me through a lot of things.
Okay.
I think that's what's helped me.
Okay. And then now I know that, we were thinking about, exploring some other options with schools, but you kind of came to me and you said that you felt like you were being the best version of yourself.
Yeah.
And I think that's critical. That was very mature and very grown of you. That's why I didn't really push the envelope. I would have loved to see you in the Red Devil uniform. I'm not going to lie to you. Yeah. I sat there and thought about it today. Like, yo, oh my gosh. Like, we're going to be good, but we would be dominant.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I know I'm like, when your son or your child or when somebody says, listen, yeah, that might be the better basketball option, but this is where I really feel like I'm becoming the best version of myself. Nobody will ever want to change that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So kudos to you. So tell me, what's in store for the season? What's in store for the Kings Christian? You're the Knights?
Yeah.
What if y'all was the Kings Christian Kings? That would be crazy. But anyway, what's in store for the team? What are your hopes and what are your aspirations?
Team goals, I'm looking, to go undefeated, win the league championship, just grow all together. Individual goals, I want to score my 1,000 points. I want to get stronger, my 3-point percentage up. And that's hopefully that can happen by the end of February, March.
Okay. All right. What's the plans for the future for Jason Brice Jr.?
I'm looking to go to college to play basketball. Any college that accepts me and willing to give me the opportunity to play basketball, that's where I would be at. Okay.
And what are you going to major in?
Either physical education or sports management.
So what is your overall goal? You want to be what?
I want to be a gym teacher.
Be a gym teacher. Okay. Smart. Yo, listen, you come from a family of educators, and you know what? Listen, ain't nothing like only working 180 days out of 365. I'm just saying, there's nothing better. You know what I'm saying? So, but anyway, listen, any special announcements, anything you want to say to the people out there?
Not really. Just shout out to my family, my friends, my sisters, my mom, dad, everybody that's, pushed me through the rough journey I've had. And, hopefully they'll still make me laugh and joke around all the time. Absolutely. Always in the mic. But I tell you this though, listen, you can't call it a journey unless there's trials. Trials and ebbs and flows. Like that's what makes it a journey. You don't know. It's hard to understand happiness unless you've gone through unhappy times or painful times. That's the part of life that if I could have like a 5-minute conversation with God, I'd be like, Father, can we change that up a little bit, maybe? You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, you know what? Listen, I'm grateful for all that He does for us. So, but, it's always remember that, like, sometimes, when we're in it, we don't understand
the moment. We don't understand why we had to go through it. We don't understand why all this is happening. But when we pass the moment, that's when we begin to understand. And it's a lot of people out there. There's even one in particular person that I know is watching right now. And you my dogs, man. Sometimes, when you're looking for the answer, it's hard to find the answer when you're in the moment. But once you pass the moment, you'll find that answer. Yeah. And that is the same for you too. So you're still in this moment, even though you're 4 years removed and, you got your basketball journey and you're still a, young man developing and whatever, but you gotta continue to move forward. Yeah. And then as you move forward, then you'll look back and you'll say, okay, well, I went through this, I went through that, I went through this. And these were all these different pruning things that made me the best version of myself. Yeah. And that's what I want for you. I want it for everybody that's listening, for everybody to become the best version of themselves. So anyway, son, it's been a great little, time with you, man. So listen, I look forward to seeing you again on the basketball court Friday. I look forward to you, just continue to grow in life. But I'm gonna be honest with you. When you step on that floor, you let everybody know who Jason Brice Jr. is. That is your assignment at every time you touch that floor. You let everybody know who you are. Okay?
Got you.
All right, son. Well, ladies and gentlemen, listen, that's another episode of Mr. Brice's Neighborhood. I tell you, I got another treat coming up to you soon, too. About 15, 20 minutes, too. So, maybe go get a drink, go get a little something to eat or something, and, come right back because we're going to be streaming live again with another special guest coming up with just very shortly, okay? Well, anyway, thank you, ladies and gentlemen, and I'll see you soon.